Hi, my name is Natalie Schneck, and I am a performer that works primarily in theater, and I've also just started doing a bit of dance work. I'm just at the beginning stages of that form. Basically, I think it's great. I feel good about it, but I feel that it fits into a specific context where timing means a lot. Um, I guess in my experience, it's been most useful to have an audience come in and see a showing when there is, I guess, a sort of draft of a performance to show, and then if it happens to be if there's suggestions or response or feedback or any of that, then if there's already like a draft or a score of the piece, then I find it's most useful to take that sort of what I would call dramaturgical feedback. However, I do think there are times in a process, especially at the beginning, whether it's a solo work or if it's creating with an ensemble or creating in a duo, where things can be very delicate and fragile, and it's important for the artist to just take the time to create the sort of uh, beginnings of a draft or structure. And sometimes often that work needs to be, at least in my experience, often that work needs to be done in private uh, and then is opened up. So I would say that, yeah, it can be useful and I feel good about it, but it's just sensitivity to timing, I think. I think that's important. Yeah, I do. Actually, I have quite a few, but if I can think of one that's most prominent to me, it would be the dramaturgical group that I started working with three other artists, and we all work together to basically um, help each other facilitate the creation of each other's pieces. And so the piece that I was creating is called, I guess, yeah, I'm still creating it, but it's called Magnetic Experiments 1, 2, 3. And I've showed parts 1 and parts 2, and part 3 is still in development for the first draft. And so through that group, I was able to develop the first two parts, and we did do showings of drafts of all our pieces for an audience. We invited an audience to come, and I found that very useful because I felt accountable to a deadline, which was very important, so there was structure in that way. And then also the feedback, written feedback, verbal feedback, even the nonverbal feedback, just to kind of read people's responses really informed what I needed to do next, especially between creating parts 1 and parts 2. Basically, it's great if you can see a piece or interact with a piece and respond from a place of where you are in your own life and what interests you, because I think that's the most exciting thing and the most powerful thing about art is that it can speak and maybe relate to, hopefully, to so many people, so many different people on so many different levels. Those sort of lines of interpretation are endless, and I think that's really one of the best gifts about creating something. So if you are able to respond by something that made you curious because of something in your own life, or there was a very relatable moment, or you saw something that reminded you of something else, um, those sorts of things are fantastic. And if you're able to have a conversation with the artist, and especially in a showing context, I'm sure he or she would be more than happy to hear your thoughts. And if that's not possible, then even speaking with other people who saw the show, or even people in your life, friends, family, just conversation. The importance of conversation in art is huge, I think. So that's what I would say. I'd say no need for complication either. Keep it simple. It's great, actually. That's all. Bye.